6 games left. Playoffs are calling. Can we make it? I don't know. FM20 is really tough. And for the first time ever, I actually believe that I'm spending an extra season in the conference. These are the Kingstonian Diaries. My name is Daljit. Welcome to the channel. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification button to stay in touch for more videos like this. So here we are. It's not easy for us. We're in a bit of a bind, right? I've used a few tactics this season, trying to get myself into a firm position to get promoted. But our run has been disappointing. We managed to score some nice goals, but we're not exactly lighting the league on fire and putting myself in a position to go, hey, you're gonna get promoted, man. If you look at the table if you look at our results very carefully, there's nothing to shout about. We may have beaten Falt 3-2, but Harrogate, we haven't been able to beat. Dag and Raid, we haven't been able to beat. Split, we haven't been able to beat. When you look at the table, these are the teams that are going to be in the playoffs. So I'm already not very optimistic. And we get to that point in time where I actually have to go into the game and start analyzing and looking at my squad. Have I been making mistakes? And there's a very strong possibility I've not been looking at things very carefully. What you end up doing is a bit of mathematics, because the game doesn't give you those numbers. Like what is his goal conversion rate? What is his big chance conversion rate? You basically have to go into the game yourself to figure things out, and it can be quite a pain in the ass. And I don't want to do it. I'm just going on feeling, because to be honest with people, I want to play the game. I don't want to spend my entire life looking at statistics, because I wish SI would give us more information that we can use. It'll make the game easier for the occasional player, and it'll make the game more interesting for the hardcore player. So we've got Jesse Deborah. Now, as a defender, what am I looking at? I'm actually looking at interceptions, right? Interceptions per 90. That is more important as a defender, because the tackle ratio is... If I have a very high tackles number versus the matches he's playing, or tackles per 90 minutes, right? You can actually do tackles per 90 minutes. I don't have a screen big enough. But you can break this down to tackles per 90 to see how many tackles he does per game. Now, if he does a lot of tackles, it means you've got to look at your tactic, man. Because if you have a tactic that's committing a lot of tackles, then it's not really good. Because what you want is interceptions for a defender. So interceptions, then you have to look at where the interceptions are happening. Is it a defensive interception, i.e. meaning he managed to get into position before he needed to do a tackle, something that Yap Stam was famous for. So you want to play with very good interceptions, right? So, and then you got to look at the interceptions per 90. Like, so here we would have to go to Ollie Cook's games where he's playing and look at the interceptions per game. So it's a lot of work, and I don't have time to do this because I'm in the middle of a bloody promotion playoff. So I wish my ass man would come out to me and say, hey, Ollie Cook, his interceptions, they're basically headers. His defensive headers is clearing away. I might not be doing key. I'll be okay. Are those defensive headers only? Yeah, all his interceptions are defensive headers. Then I'll go, okay, no. What about intercepting a pass, right? In getting in position to cut off a pass, a key pass, then no, we don't have that kind of information. So, okay, not enough for me. Jesse Deborah, goal mistakes. So far, this is the only player in my team that I'm very worried about, right? So, headers in 90 minutes, he definitely leads us, the team. So, I keep him around because he's very good at winning the aerial ball. He's at he does 10.7 headers a game, and he wins 8 of them in a match. That's 80% of all headers, right? So that's pretty damn decent. His interceptions are not too bad, 5.4 for 2, but once again, you got to ask yourself what kind of interceptions these are. So pass conversion rate and pass completion rate is basically for the players up top. Like, we're looking at players like our midfielders. So when I break this down, I want to know how my midfielders are doing. Key passes for 9. This indicates, right, like important passes that may have led to an assist, right? So among these players, there's only one player, George Windsor, 1.32. Then we go Jordan Hicks. We signed this player, and he's played quite well, but Hussein had 5 matches to prove himself. So you can see the difference between these two players. right? They're basically playing the same position. 1.77 versus 1.00. That's a big, huge difference between these two players. This guy literally creates 2 key passes a game. This guy barely does 1, which puts him on par with maybe the DLP who this player, George Windsor, I've been using him, but he can play as a deep line playmaker. But if I play him as a deep line playmaker, then I have to have a very good wall in front of him, right? So I might have to resort to using George Windsor. We've got Callum Gunner sitting in front of him, okay, whose interceptions is going to be important, right? So he does like 0.97 interceptions per 90 minutes. He does tackles 85%. His aerial attempts are 8.5%. His pass completion is really important, 69%, rather 73% for our friend Mr. Callum Gunner, who makes like about 33.39 passes a game, which puts him on the higher end. George Windsor has been playing as a playmaker, so he does like 60 passes a game with a completion rate of 83%, which means I really need to start playing him more often. So here I reached a point where I really need to make it to the playoffs, right? So if I have to make it to the playoffs, it becomes a case of me looking at my team again and going, okay, because you can lose the plot. I've lost the plot completely, right? I usually take the game away on my laptop when I play it, and I don't really analyze the game as much as I would when I'm actually doing a show. So when I'm doing a show, I'm actually doing it like, okay, this is what you're supposed to do, right? But when I'm playing on my laptop, it's more like emotion getting in the way. So if I'm looking at all these attempts per 90, these are all his pass attempts, passing percentage, key passes. I look at the person with the key passes and I look at his passing completion per 90 minutes. Like, this is Windsor should be playing, and I don't understand what's wrong with me. Why haven't I been using him? This is silly, man. I should have played Windsor, even if it's for the Spectre system, right, where I can use him as a DLP. Right, shot percentage, yeah, of course he doesn't get any shots away. And then we got the other player here, Joshua Webb. Now Joshua Webb, I've been using him as a DM because he can tackle. So if I use Joshua Webb as a DM, I'm looking at his interceptions per 90, 1.02. He doesn't do many, as a one interception per 90 minutes isn't that fantastic. Headers, he doesn't win a lot. So aerial at times he doesn't. So basically the games that he's been playing, he doesn't really come out and stamp a mark, right? Sometimes I play him in the same position. Sorry, this is Luke Russ. Okay, sorry, Joshua Webb is here, 2.03, 91% tackles rate. Yeah, still, I mean, not that different. Luke Russ, I've been using him as a Carrerello, as a hard-working Carrerello. So I'm looking at tackles with this person, 88%. I'm looking at interceptions once again, right? So I'm looking for interceptions being a key part of their game, but 1.92, this is not enough, man. This is really low, because most of my tactics I've seen, like players playing in that central midfield role, they've got good interceptions, like 2, right? To average of 2 interceptions a game. So this is 1.5, 1.29. Yeah, we are in trouble, and all I can see is I need to play George Windsor. And in terms of the guys in front, I'm pretty happy, but this is where the question is, do I want to go into the game and break everything down? Javian Smith has to play, right? He doesn't have he has like 91 shots, percentage is 60%. He gets like 12 goals out of 35 appearances, which is not that bad, right? It's almost a 50%. So if we look at the goals, right, 12 over 35, and then you divide shots, his total shot percentage is 60%. So he gets 91 shots in a game, right? Out of those 91 shots, it's 60%, right? So you take what is 60% of 91, and then you find out, and then you compare that to the total number of goals, and then you get a goal conversion rate. So it's like about 50%, which means that we gotta get him good chances where he can put it on target. So the second shot on target is probably going to be a goal. So that's basically what it's coming to. So I've got to get him and put him in a good position. He gets a shot on target. The second shot on target is probably a goal. So that's how I got a plan for my matches now. So we're either playing this system. We're going for Galileo. If I use Galileo, Windsor cannot play, right? So he's a playmaker. Right, so we want to use Windsor, so we're going to use this system. So in this system, if we use Windsor, we've got Russ and the other hatchet man in midfield. Okay, we've got Gunner and we got Russ. So we can put these players in. So we've got Gunner here. All right, he can take care of the left, and got Russ here. He can take care of the right, and they will probably provide a screen for Windsor, allowing Windsor to play the game. Now on the left flank, then we'll have to go with our first the main creator, which is Saraiva. Now this is the dilemma that I have, Jordan Hicks. So Jordan Hicks can't play in the system. So this is my option A. So in my option B, it becomes like this. So what I can do instead is play like that. So we got Gunner on the bench. We got Russ. This is the other dilemma now. So if I play with Windsor, I need to feel Windsor in this game. So Windsor cannot play as a DLP and a Volante. So we've got no choice. We've got to use Spectre if I want to put my best players on the pitch right now. So Russ, we got Gunner, Russ, Saraiva, Javain Smith. Up front, it's got to be one of the players like Dan Derbyshire. And this probably is going back to a deep line forward on attack. So Spectre will be set up for our next match. And we got Deborah, we got Greenwood on cover. And then we've got Greenwood partnering Deborah. Or we've got Greenwood has been really good at intercepting a lot of football, a lot of the play. And so far, you know, it's been a tough time for us. It's been a really tough time. So our next match is going to be against Torquay. So what does Torquay scouting report for Torquay? What can we expect? Scouting report from Torquay: cautious, flexible, 4-2-3-1, play with fullback, one no-nonsense central defender, pushing the ball up, ball-winning midfielder on the side of box-to-box midfielder. This fullback has picked up yellow cards, one match from being banned, right? So Torquay are not in any danger of being relegated, nor are they in a position to get promoted. So they're in midfield. I got to worry about, so I'm hoping that my right flank can attack their my left flank can attack their right flank. It's gonna be a tough game. Whichever way I want to look at it, it's gonna be a damn bloody difficult game. Alright, so because it's gonna be such a difficult game, I've gone out there and I've created a new detailed BTN stats sheet, you want to call it that. So I now have more information that I think is going to will help me make better decisions. So now I've got all my interceptions, right? So I've got all the players who are important, who make the important interceptions. Leading the list, Kai Woollett. Now he plays as the wing back in my system. He gets a lot of interceptions, like 86 interceptions. This is going to be a bit tricky because I have to find a player that's only just recently been playing as a wingback as well in our system. The reason being that we have been using Galileo occasionally. So Mike Hill has been playing, but he's been playing more in the Galileo system. So his interceptions are 47. So here with Jesse Drebber, so our highest, so in terms of interceptions, right? So the wingbacks will normally make a lot of interceptions. I'm ruling like Jesse Debra, Kieran Harrison. These are good because if my defenders are getting interceptions, you know, it could be the headers, right? It could be headers won. They could be intercepting the ball before they need to do anything. So these are important numbers. So I've got, these are the leading interceptors. Harry Osborne has been playing on the flanks. So we've got Jesse. So Harry Osborne is going to be on the right flank, and Kai Woollett Innocent has got to be on the left flank. So we already know who is going to be playing. Our two defenders will be Debra and Harrison. So I got all my top interceptors on the pitch. So this is basically the back line. And then when I'm looking at Sam Greenwood, not Mason Greenwood. Oh man, I wish it was Mason Greenwood, but it's not. So you can see his interceptions per 90 is about 4.25, which puts him quite high up. But this is a defender's interception, right? So in terms of a defender, 4.25 compared to Jesse Debra and Kieran Harrison. So while Sam Greenwood is a good defender, I'm going to keep him on the bench. I'm willing to run the risk of mistakes from the rest. By the end of the season, you gotta know what your tactic is capable of pulling off. Okay, we know that this has been strong for us, right? The only issue I have at the moment is whether my players are fit enough. Russ, Windsor, Higgs, Alamo, and Sadie. You know, we want you to be on an attack. Okay, so this is the partnership is actually Derbyshire and Smith. And it's this way. Smith is always coming in on the right because he's right only. But if I play him on support, he will work really well with Saraiva, not with this other Odo. No, not Odo. We got Higgs, yes, because the other player is not available. Kai Woolard Innocent, because I need his acceleration to go around the flanks. Yeah, so we've got all these players. Now, Tom Palmer is not going to be playing because I need options on the bench. Okay, we got Elamo, Widowson, we got Griffiths. Griffiths is not playing. We need Gunner. Where's Gunner? Gunner. Okay, Gunner is here. Alright. So we got Windsor, Russ, Saraiva, Higgs, Widowson, Sadie, Harrison. Okay. And Elamo. So we got Smith and Derbyshire up top. This is it. We're also going to use the counter press version of this tactic. Okay, boys, let's go out there. Let's give it all we can do because we got teams like Dover breathing down our neck. We got Maidenhead with a goal difference of 13 breathing down our neck. This is not going to be easy. Matches off. Burrell, Bruce, Cameron, Woolard Innocent, Russ. Plays it to Deborah. Deborah looks for options. Nope. Winter to Little. Okay, Dover 0-0. You can see where Dover is 63. They got Maidenhead with goal difference of 12. They get into the playoff spots. We can kiss our chances goodbye. So we want to keep all these teams away from us. Whitfield. So much for our little plan on getting promoted. Torquay have taken the lead. Oh boy. Saraiva with the free kick into the box, and we have equalized. It's 1-1. No, it's not. It's offside as well. Or is it a free kick inside a bloody box? Okay, thank goodness, Jolly. What about Maidenhead? They're drawing his yellow shot. That's good news. Okay, because there's some breathing room. Osborne, Derbyshire, Hicks. Back to Osborne. Oh, does well. But Greenwood reads that, gives it back to Osborne. Osborne with more time on his hands. No, but he can't get the cross in. But he gets into the box. Shoots, scores! Henry Osborne, the vice captain, has done it. He's brought us back into the match. He didn't give up. He did not give up. Okay, good. The boys are back in this. Okay, aggressive. Kingstonian, Dover, also 1-1 against Chorley. Deborah is Russ, back to Saraiva. Come on. Woolard Innocent into the box. Smith. It's Windsor. It's done. It's 2-1. Kingstonian 2, Torquay 1. Ah. Okay. What do we do? Fabio Saraiva is 6.4. 6.4 for Greenwood. So far they've been playing well. Alright. But Kieran Harrison is the better defender. I'm gonna keep an eye out on this. Okay, Kieran Harrison, does he come on? Yeah, I'm gonna bring Kieran Harrison on. Or Sam Greenwood. Okay. Although Sam Greenwood is not a bad defender. Okay, Winter. Oh, that was close. 64 minutes. We gotta. I don't know whether we encourage the boys or shy at the boys. McDonald. It's red by Derbyshire and the boys. Plays it to Osborne. Osborne slides it to Higgs. Higgs will find Osborne. Osborne has time to shoot. Saraiva. Derbyshire. Saraiva into the box. It's a penalty. No, it's offside. Winter. We're looking for. See, the thing is, I'm passionate about the game. I'm not looking at what I'm supposed to look at, which is, are my boys in the right position? Are they intercepting the ball? Are they reading the play? Are they breaking down play? That's what I'm supposed to be looking at, right? But I don't. This is the reason why this season has been so difficult for me. I'm becoming more and more emo about my football. I'm not being, it's not like looking at things objectively. I can't do it objectively. All these low league saves are the same for me. 66. The strategy is 2-1. We got Woollard Innocent out to Windsor. Windsor. Cleared by Russ. Callum Gunner for Windsor. No, Windsor, I can't take him off. He's playing well. Okay, Russ to Saraiva. Saraiva will find Woollard Innocent. Back to Saraiva. Saraiva cuts inside and takes a shot. Okay. Obviously, I have to pause the game at this point. Okay, I have to calm myself down. I mean, if this is a real game of football, you can't, right? You'd be sitting there biting your nails, so you got to go back into this immersion of biting your nails. Right, we biting our nails. I'm gripping something really hard. Whitfield. Burning joss sticks, calling all the ancients, the elders, right? Smoking weed, whatever, Windsor, whatever it takes, man, to win this game. Osborne, and this is just the war. This is just a little battle, no? This is just a little battle, okay, in the league. The war for the playoffs has just begun. Winter. It's Saraiva. It's Smith. Does well. He does well. He does brilliantly. Woollard Innocent out to Higgs. Higgs inside the box. Higgs shoots. Kingstonian 2, Torquay 1. There's time on the clock. Saraiva with the free kick. We are celebrating each and every match, right? Each and every match is a cup final. Saraiva, Harrison's header right at the keeper. Oh man, they did it. They finally did something right. Torquay beat Dover 4-2. File continued their charge up the table with a 3-1 win. Notts County drew against Eastleigh. Which, the thing is, this is giving me hope. It's giving me hope. There is some part of me that says we have a chance of getting promoted, right? Kingstonian beat Torquay 2-1. Maidenhead drew against Aldershot 2-2. Look at this, 26-28, 42-46. What kind of a game is this, man? 41-48. 74, 78, 89. Man, this is the conference, and no lead stays for long. Then 60. Oh my goodness, this was like a goal. This is a golden goals. This is just goals bonanza. Yeah, Yeovil Town. Okay, so let's look at the league table here. This is fantastic. Kingstonian 66. Ebbsfleet with the game in hand. We can still drop down to this position. But Dover, now we've got a 4-point gap on Dover. Solihull Moles as well, 4-point gap, but they got a game in hand. Right? So it still can come down to a chase. Maidenhead, well, okay, good. They lost. So this is good news for us. Look at Notts County. I mean, this Torquay we're talking about. I could barely beat Torquay. And we're talking about trying to get promoted. There's some nice things said about game risk, so we need to get against complacency. Going forward, yep. Game focus. I think that's true. We cannot be complacent right now. There's no room for complacency. We could just lose the plot. So we've only lost 3 times this year. We lost to Wrexham, Fyle, and Gathering. So this is the thing that's holding me and giving me a hope, right? Wrexham and Fyle are 2 of the teams in the top in the playoff spots. We still have a chance. If we can just hold on to the playoff spots, we might have a chance of going through. But this is the toughest I've ever found it to be. So along the way, I've had to come up with a playoff strategy. So I'm developing this playoff strategy as we go. We're also accepting trial invitations. So these guys are all coming in on trial. So this is going to continue, right? So the 2 striker strategy will continue. Kingsbourne is back because I've got Higgs as well, right? I've got Spectre, which I'm thinking of using for the playoff strategy. The playoffs and Galileo. Because if you look at this game, the number of chances that were created for both sides is not defensively solid, right? I mean, clear-cut chances, they had none. So I have to go through each one of my tactics, right, to find out the strategy that I'm going to be using. If I'm looking at this match against Ebbsfleet 0-0, what did we use? We use Kingsbourne as well. Again here, no clear-cut chances for them. So I've been playing these games, asking myself, what's the best strategy for me? So here we got Spectre. This is the normal Spectre. Okay, clear-cut chances 0, right? So we don't give teams a lot of chances to strike us. This Solihull most definitely, this was Galileo, right? Clear-cut chances, Solihull 3. This ended as a good draw. So we had 3 clear-cut. This is when I want to take chances. So we go out and try everything. So Galileo creates a lot of chances. Then against Dag and Raid, I think this is Galileo again. Yeah, we remember Galileo again. So we didn't get any clear. So this, if I were to go to Galileo strategy, I have to, it's very risky. It's like me throwing everything out there and just hoping that I win, or I get a point, or I score a goal. But if I want to play a more calculated strategy, I have to use Kingsbourne and Spectre and just not be tempted by the 5 strikers that I can put out for Galileo. However, if I find myself in a situation where the chips are down, I need that option. So Spectre and Galileo, Spectre and my Spectre system and my Kingsbourne system are my first 2 choices, because this is low block. This is a normal tactic that can easily switch into a more aggressive version, which I just used, which uses counter press, right? So this is a bit more aggressive. It's got a shallow block, so I'm pretty confident with this system. Although I wouldn't use ball into box, I use something more like this in most of my games. Yeah, so this is a bit okay. So this is my attacking system. This is my low block system. So this, in my mind, I should be playing with this and this. In my heart, I want to play with this, but this is risky as hell. So I find myself in this crazy situation where I've got to make a decision. Which way do I go? Because the playoffs are just beginning, man. I can't get too caught up in the emotion of the moment that I forget the plan. And the problem with me is the sentimentality that I have for this game, a sentimentality that I can get from my team. I can easily just lose the plot just like that. It always happens. I will stop being subjective. I'll stop thinking about the right players to put on the pitch. I will always do that, right? I will go, I like this player, I want to put him on. I don't care how he does. But this time around, I went through my team and I picked the players that I thought, okay, this guy has what it takes to do this. He does the interceptions. He completes the passes. This guy scores, gets the most shots on goal. Okay, so I went with that strategy. So far for this game, it worked. Now the question is, can I keep doing this for the next 4 games? I don't know. We got 5 games left and a chance to seal the playoff spots, not necessarily get promoted. That's going to be another adventure all by itself. I want to thank everybody for tuning in today. If you have any questions, you know where to find me. You can always look me on Twitter at Bustthenet or addicted2fm.com, my website. Once again, I want to thank everybody for the continued support of this channel. You guys are absolutely fantastic. I love every one of you for supporting the channel. You guys take care. Have a good one. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.